Hey guys, welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy X. Last time, Titus fell over water and I tried to forget about him. It didn't work. Walk had to dive in and throw a phoenix down at him. Anyway, we are fighting a new boss, and since we don't have anyone with the sensor ability at this point, we don't know how much HP he has. Well, you don't yet, but he has 2,000 HP and you need 400 to overkill. In order to get that, you want to cheer. Not that I think I need it. I could probably one-shot him. Well, not one-shot him, but I could probably deal over 400 damage just with, what is it? His overdrive there, spiral cut. You want to use Dark Attack on the boss, since we have access to that. That'll be helpful. And it'll blind him for a few turns. Now, I'm going to be adding up the damage that I deal to this guy kind of in my head. And once I've reached about, I don't know, 1,500 or so, then I'll use Titus' overdrive and finish them all up. So I've done about 150 so far. He does have friends, but I think, yeah, see, they're all gone. They just kind of suicide at you, and then they respawn. I could have had Titus kill some of the enemies in this fight to regain his overdrive instead of in the previous part, but oh well. Alright, so we got 300 damage against him so far. And Titus will just keep cheering every round. So yeah, every other round, these guys come back. Yeah, he can use a Drain Touch ability, which you'd rather not have him do. And he has one other move, which is kind of annoying. Okay, so 500, and that would be this one. This one does about 100 damage to both characters, 100, 125, something there. And so yeah, make sure you heal when necessary. I'm at 500 damage, and I think that's the third cheer. What do we got here? 750 damage, then thereabouts. And that should be the last cheer I need. I don't really need to max it out, that's fine either way. We'll probably need to heal before he does his next blender thing. Oh, he's back to having accuracy again. Let's see, so 750, 1100. 13. One more time here. So there's 16. So yeah, I'm gonna have Waka kill one of the Sin Scales. I'm not gonna worry about damaging the boss anymore. I just want to use my overdrive. He's gonna get to new blender one more time, and then we'll be able to kill him. Now, bosses in this game usually drop equipment, so you could use this as an opportunity to farm specific pieces of equipment, but I really don't think that's necessary. It isn't really. Hey, look, I'm getting better. There we go, 900 damage. More than good enough for an overkill on him. And yes, after this fight, now we'll finally see the experience screen and see all the experience I gathered in the previous episode when I was spending 5 minutes at 4 times speed fighting those Sin Scale guys. Yeah, normally you're going to get about, I don't know, maybe 40 experience, 60 experience. But yeah, doing that allows you to get a whole bunch of levels right away. Like I said, you could have sat there and done that and gotten, 30 or 40 levels pretty easily. Like, I only spent 5 minutes doing it myself. Of course, on the original PS2 version, it wouldn't have been 5 minutes because no 4 times battle speed there. But even if you were doing it on an emulator, you could have, done it at double the speed pretty easily. But anyway, yeah. So we've done that, and we maxed out our power spheres very easily because all those Sin Scale guys were dropping those. And the equipment, you're hopefully going to get an elemental strike weapon. I'm not going to go back and redo the fight to get an elemental strike weapon because it doesn't matter that much, but it would be beneficial to get one of those as opposed to basically the shields that we got, because they're, for the most part, not all that useful. Oh, right, cutscenes. I like those. Nice juxtaposition. Calm, peaceful, relaxing. Everyone happy. And then Sin. Holy crap. Wow. Holy crap.
When Sin attacked Xanarkand that day, I woke up in Spira. I kept hoping it would work in reverse, too.
I will defeat Sin. I must defeat Sin.
I was just fooling myself. Maybe it was that day, on the sea, under the burning sun. I started to give up hope. I was in a foreign world. I wasn't going home. This was my new reality, and I was stuck in it for good.
It's one of the things this game does so well, and that's use juxtaposition of the calm and the chaotic, and the death and the life very well. Especially in the music, and especially in how the plot kind of follows, especially early in the game. Well, that... damn. So many
Greetings.
dead.
I am the summoner Yuna. I have come from the temple in Besaid.
Oh, milady summoner!
If there is no other summoner here, please allow me to perform the sending.
Thanks, BTA.
Our loved ones. We feared they would become fiends.
Oh?
Please, take me to them.
You'll have to explain that one to me, game. Yeah, here's another point to make, since we just got those few lines out of Titus, is I said before...
We'll go see what we can do to help in town.
That he was a narrative tool, a narrative device, the one with which the audience views this world. He said now that he's kind of accepted the fact that he's in a foreign world and he isn't going home. So this is the world that we're going to get to explore, and for the purpose of revealing the story to the audience, to the player, it needed some kind of narrative tool to give that information to us, because it's all designed to be so alien to the player. But everyone else that we've met so far is from this world, so it wouldn't have made sense to just focus on someone from this world. Now, I'll admit, there is one character who the story really is their story. It's not Titus, but he is the lens with which we view the story, and for that purpose, I think he has, he serves that purpose pretty well, even if he is annoying at times. Now that I've got my stuff all there and we got our levels, we're going to save there. If you don't do that little bit of grinding there, you won't be able to gain probably that much in quite some time, so just kind of be aware of that. We're not open yet. There's a shop there, by the way. Oh, well, I don't think we should be at the pub at this point. Not safe this way, so we can't go talk to Waka. So let's go this way instead. I love the scenery, even though the devastation is brutal. the scenery is still awesome.
What's ascending? Are we going somewhere?
You truly are clueless. Are you sure it's just your memory that's the problem?
No, he's also dumb as shit.
The dead need guidance.
Okay.
Filled with grief over their own death, they refuse to face their fate. They yearn to live on and resent those still alive. You see, they envy the living. And in time, that envy turns to anger, even hate.
Hate leads to suffering.
Should these souls remain in Spira, they become fiends that prey on the living. Sad, isn't it?
Yeah.
The sending takes them to the far plane, where they may rest in peace.
The far
Summoners do this?
plane, basically the afterlife. For simplicity's sake. We'll learn more later, but that's the simplistic part of that. It's one of the more beautiful pieces of animation in the entire game. Simplistic. But combining the emotion with the scenery and the gravity of what's happened. I think it is one of the most effective cutscenes in the entire game. It also further kind of gets that point across that this world is entirely different to the audience, their world, and Titus, his world.
It must be tough, being a summoner.
Yuna chose her own path. She knew from the beginning what it meant. All we can do is protect her along the way, until the end.
Until the end? What's the end?
That's a good question. What is the end? Defeating sin? That would make sense.
Until she defeats sin.
Okay, that makes sense.
Oh.
I hope I did okay.
You did very well. They've reached the far plane by now, but no tears next time.
Unit
I
is on the
wished
young
there
side.
would never be a next time.
I think she's supposed to be
No
17.
more people being killed by sin. No more sendings for Yuna.
And I think Titus is
Everyone
18.
stood there watching her. It was strange, and somehow horrifying. I never wanted to see it again.
as beautiful as it is, seeing it again would mean that many, many more people would have died. So I can understand his perspective on that for sure. Alright, so this guy here is a tutorial machine. It'll show you how to, basic terms, give you tutorials, sometimes against specific enemies, sometimes on how to use Fear Good. I'll do all that stuff myself. This guy wants to be Blitzball when he grows up. Gotta love translations. Alright, talk to you real quick. Yeah, they left some time ago. What about you? You're not moving. That's one point of interest. No, I don't want to talk to you. I want to talk to this save sphere. Thank you. It's just, why if Sin is supposed to be this great fiend that apparently lives in the ocean, why would you have your village off, on all these planks instead of on land?
Hey, you awake? Captain Walker's waiting for you.
Okay. But, so it all depends, there could be many reasons why they're out there, but it's possible that if you look on the land there's just no place to have a village. They may need access to water to do some things that we haven't seen yet. Many things are possible. Oh, well, thank you. Well, let's go save the person first, I guess. We'll talk to you. Alright, if we go over here, I believe the rest of this is all done automatically. I don't think we have any input on it. Titus is just a nice guy. She prays instead of thanking me. Okay, there's that too, I guess. Never-ending cycle. I wonder if that's a theme in this game. Can I talk to you? Oh. Waka's waiting for you. So we have to go back the other way to talk to Waka. But since we're over here already, let's head in here. No. Oh, he's affected by the toxin. Oh, well that would be an interesting perspective to see. There's some potions. Go away. Well, see, that's kind of the downside to the NPCs in this game. Talking to someone who actually had the toxin, because our idea is we've seen Titus and Xanarkin, so we have to believe that that perspective is true, or at least we are not really given any reason not to. So from that, trying to talk to someone who was actually affected to see the comparison would have been interesting, but we don't get that. We get bland NPCs that don't say anything interesting. Some of them say something, this whole world has impacted them and things are bad, but that's pretty much it. Alright, if you go talk to you... No. Do I not get it yet? I thought I got it already. Never mind. Maybe I gotta do something else to get that. I'm pretty sure that person gives you an item. Might have to talk to Waka first. Or maybe it's in here, and I'm just remembering the, Oh, there's the El Bed thing on the counter, and I barely saw it. There's the fourth one. Talk to you. I just want to stay here. Okay, yeah, so it was you. Yeah, you saved the little girl, and now we can open the treasure chest. I don't think we can go talk to the little girl anymore, though. Yeah, we can either. Sure. Why not? Yep, okay, yep. Shut up, let me move. Thank you. Alright, so we'll go talk to Waka here, and that'll set up the next point we're supposed to do.
Huddle! On to the temple.
That's not all of them
we pray
yet.
for victory. Go! High Summoner O'Holland used to live in the Kilika temple here. Yep. Lord O'Holland was once a great blitzer,
Waka. Praying for victory's all good. But is this right?
Something wrong with enjoying blitzball?
Is this really the time?
This is the only time. The players fight with all their strength. The fans cheer for their favorite team. They forget pain, suffering. Only the game matters. That's why Blitz has been around for so long. At least that's what I think.
That would make
Whatever
sense.
you say.
Let's play and win,
Yeah.
right?
Right.
Okay.
Temple's beyond the jungle there. Let's go.
Now, I believe that's all I need. Now, my question is, if you talk to you, you're a customer. Now, do I need any of these things? Those are the same crappy armors from before. I already have that same weapon, just reversed. Don't think I need any of these at this point in time. That's probably fine. Yeah, the Twilight Steel sells for 500 if you want to sell that. You can sell that. That's garbage. So yeah, these are the things I got from the boss fight there. What a ward does, an elemental ward it makes you take 50% less damage from that particular element. They're not particularly useful. The water one actually might be for an upcoming boss fight, but and the lightning one could be useful later, so I'll keep those, even though I could sell them and make some money off of it, but I've got more than enough money for what I need to do at the moment. Do you sell items or just weapons? You sell just weapons, okay. In order to sell items, you have to be in an item shop, and to sell weapons, you need to be in a weapon shop. Same goes with buying them. Anyway, now we'll go back here. I don't think we can do anything here. Can I talk to you? Oh, I can, too. Instead of fixing things. What about you? Oh. So they actually do put someone in there that's like that. Huh. Go figure. Okay, you're just saying the same thing. Maybe you should go help some people, and then they'll maybe be able to tell you who you are. Alright, so we'll head over to the inn over here and save up, and I think we'll call her a day. But yeah, that's pretty much all the time we have for now. Next time we will continue to head toward the Kilika temple, and yeah, I'll see you guys next time.